Yo, what's going on, guys? Ricky from Optic Options back with the weekly review. Crazy week in the market. A lot of pullback, about a 4% pullback on the S&P, about an 8-9% pullback on the NASDAQ. So today we're going to be going over what to expect for March 1st and some stocks to maybe look for to buy the dip. And let's get right into it, guys. So let me set this up real quick. There we go. So as you guys know, I am and no one else is a financial advisor at Optic Options. Therefore, it's used for educational purposes only. We have the Market Watch economic calendar. As you guys can see here, Thursday, jobless claims are back. We had Powell speak. Something very important is understanding the Treasury note. So the 10-year, it hit 1.5. How that's going to affect mortgages is a big deal. How it's going to affect the overall market and the U.S. dollar is also big as well. So make sure we watch that 10-year chart in correlation with the market. We closed sub 80 on the S&P 500, so keep that in mind. Now, earnings this week. You guys can see here, this is from Option Swings on Instagram. Highly recommend you follow them. NVAX, Neo, Zoom, Nordstrom, Costco. A lot of these things are oversold, very far away from their highs. And a lot of them have high IV. So, yeah, let's get into it. So we have the honorable mentions that I'm not going to be going over in this video, but there's definitely some hype around them. There's definitely reasons why they are here, so do your own due diligence. IPOE, Chamath, SPAC down like 40% from the high. NVAX earnings this week. Last time it reported and had good news, it ran up 50%. Big lots nearing all-time high short float. PLTR, Kathy Woods continues to go long, looking April or May, maybe even 2021 leaps or 2022 leaps. So keep that in mind. Tesla and then SE. SE is a company that's really gone from like 80 to 280 real fast. So let's get right into it. But anyway, the SPY, we went over this last week, Fed to hold 388. That 388, 387, 5 level was huge. As you guys can see, we didn't hold that at all. We sold right off. Was almost a double top. We almost got back up to 395. But the level I'm really curious about is 377 and 376. If we can't hold there, 374 is going to happen fast. But I need you guys to understand, those S&P 500's pulled back 4%. We're nowhere. People are losing their account. We're pulling back, 1%, 2% a day. Manage your position sizing, and when you buy the dip, when you buy the dip, you need to buy time, guys. So when you're buying the dip, there's three things. Okay, you have to make sure you have time on your side. Okay, you need to make sure your strike price is closer to at the money, in my opinion, and you need to scale in. So let's just say, for example, you buy the dip here, and let's just say, you're looking at August premiums. You're down maybe, 10% on the premium, but let's say you're in 1/5 position sizing. Can add here and add here. That way when it bounces back up, your gains, you'll be in full position, your gains will be exponential. So always buy more time, guys. Now, let's get into some plays. Amazon ended the day right at that key $3,100 level. I personally want to go long here. I played it long today. It pays. Buy yourself some time. This is for bigger accounts only. As you guys know, premiums can go from like 6 to 10 grand at the money. Further out premiums, even more than that. So that 3,000 level is going to be huge. If we take out the 3,000, 2,900 is the next one. And then the 50% fib is right in the 2,800s. So a lot of buying opportunity. I'm a fan of it here, to be honest. Just going to be a little bit patient. I didn't want to swing over the weekend or anything like that. So next, Google. Google looking very weak. Google has that gap fill from the earnings report. Google pays when it moves, guys. It's not really correlated with the market as much as I would like, but it's still on watch. So don't trust the low of day breakdown. As you guys can see here on the daily chart, there's a bunch of wicks, but definitely short the rip. Next, Neo. Just talked about this one with Alex. Make sure you check out XPEV as a sympathy play. I like XPEV a lot more. There's multiple reasons why. So why do I like XPEV? XPEV is a sympathy play. They have earnings next week, so you can look at the March monthlies. Insider lockup just ended and is oversold on the RSI. So, you have all those things to go long. March might be too close. Maybe look, middle of summer. But I like the long thesis on XPEV as the sympathy to NEO. NEO $40 level is huge. Look for a buy the dip there. If we can hold, get out. 50-52 is definitely the resistance levels. Next, PayPal. Looking to go shopping here. Now understand PayPal and SQ are down, but you have to keep in mind that it also, their market cap fluctuates because they're invested in Bitcoin as well. They're very bullish on it. So keep that in mind when, keep in mind the /BTC chart, and you'll be good to go. But that 250 level is the previous breakout, and we haven't retested yet. Next, what do we got here? We got Roku. This isn't even the right chart for Roku. Let me pull up Roku for you guys right here. 1 second. So Roku, what I'm looking for here is I have confluence from the previous highs of 257 without a retest, as you guys see here on the daily. All the way up to the high gives me the 50% fib of the 370. Now we're holding this 370 level, but what I love about this here on Roku is the 50 is here, the 61 is at 345, and we have this 350 to 360 zone right here that needs retested. So that's why I really like Roku here. Roku premiums are typically very expensive, so keep that in mind, but I really do like Roku for a dip buy here. Okay. Snow. Snow's another good one. Snow just getting hammered, nothing else to it. Descending wedge over 275 or over 270. Whenever the market starts to pick up, look for these stocks that have been hammered, and just play the bounce because the bounce pays. Next, ZM. Zoom has earnings this week. A lot of schools are still online, staying cash until it breaks. But as you can see here, I don't even have anything charted up besides where we're at right now. Over 380, play it every $20 or so. But ZM is definitely on watch because it might break the 10-day trend on open on Monday if we decide to push. Next, FUBO. I love FUBO here. I wish I was in shares already, but I really want to see that $30 level. FUBO is supposed to report March 4th. Option Swing didn't have it up. I haven't looked at the earnings calendar yet from the other people from Earnings Whisperer, but FUBO is definitely going to be on watch due to earnings. The sector has been on fire. We're down more than 50% from the high, and I'm going to be playing equity on this one. So FUBO is going to be commons, so it's going to be shares. Next, we got Big C. Love this setup here. Big C is I think is a great long here. You guys see here, the $50 level is what I'm really concerned about. If we go look at the TOS chart here, give me 1 second here, guys. The TOS chart right here, and we go to, I'm sorry, what were we just looking at? I just tweaked. Yeah, we were, Big C, I'm sorry, I typed in FUBO. My bad, boys. So we're looking at Big C here. Big C, huge bounce off 53, but when you look at the news tab, I mean, you guys can see across the board, there's price targets anywhere from 70s. So right here we got 72, 75. We got an 85 from a smaller name. And like Goldman, they've all reinstated. So right here, Webush holding to 70 from 90. So $70 is definitely, a conservative play to bounce back up to 70. And on equity, that would print crazy. So $50 was a great fill for this this stock. So let's get into a couple more plays on the TOS charts, what I'm liking, and yeah. So I've tried to get into this play for a long time now, and I didn't, unfortunately. I did, and I got out. Costco. Costco has earnings this week. It's been bleeding with Walmart, with Target, with everything. Costco reports Thursday after close. Target is Tuesday before market open. So we might have some catalyst there. Oversold on the RSI, like everything coming into this key demand zone here. If we can't hold this 330 level, we'll trade back down to 320. Play it every $5, and it really lacks liquidity most days. Now, one that I really like here is AFRM. So if you guys know, this is like the fintech financing company that lets you split your online purchases into monthly payments. I really like this here. As you guys can see, it's bottoming at this 90 level. So this 90 level is a key area of inflection. So we're gonna have to see what the market represents, but 90 all the way back up to 100 is definitely a play. But if we give out here, I'd pay attention to volume and see if we can get a better fill on AFRM. Besides that, guys, it's really just the same old stuff. I wanted to show you guys one thing about ADD real quick. Daily chart, it's hard to show, but put these levels, guys, up on your ADD. I learned this from Tommy the Bull. These are the overbought and oversold zones. It helps for not only swings, but it helps to understand where to maybe look for a market bounce. As you guys see here, ADD yesterday severely oversold. They bought it back up in the morning and dropped back down afternoon. So yeah, without further ado, guys, that's pretty much it. If you guys want to, I'll link this in the bio. This is the Discord, free for everyone. We have like 300 members, bounce plays off each other and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. This has been a pleasure, and peace.